Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me for another episode of the EMI podcast. So today we'll discuss about digital advertising campaigns. In the last 10 years, there have been a lot of digitalization. So many platforms there. The search engines are there. So basically, they have got all the attention now. How do they monetize? Is with through advertising. So within this advertising, we as marketers we have to utilize different kind of you can say social media platforms, search engines, even marketplaces, aggregators, and put out our particular advertisement. So it's a very competitive space. Today we have terms like performance marketing. We have performance marketing managers. um, there's so much demand for this, so now you even have performance marketing agencies, like an agency doing wholly solely that. It's because these advertising, these places where you advertise, you are brought forward with those ads wherever there's a search or that kind of TG specifically is looking very specific TG, or they're specifically looking for something, then you would kind of find them right there, whichever platform is there or a portal or whatever is there. So the importance of this is extreme because it's a direct, like, I mean, you pay for it and you get that. It's like what is that's what an ad is about. That it is a paid media basically. So how do you kind of go about it? So when we are going about this as performance marketer. So, for your knowledge, I am also into performance marketing, where I do, Google ad campaigns, I do LinkedIn campaigns, Facebook, Insta, and all these campaigns for who the people I work for, and in that basically the scope of work or the volume of work I would say is continuously increasing because of so much competition. So there are small nitty gritties you have to get in real details of small changes have to be made, continuous analysis, and then this thing because the CPCs are increasing, and due to that, you don't want that CPLs should increase, and then end of the day, then the CACs also they increase. So we have to have certain techniques how you optimize your campaigns and how you review that. So this episode is about it, and let us review the same. So firstly, we need to, if we are seeing our campaigns, we are not getting the result, the first step would be to review our goals and our target audience. So what is a specific goal, that is it really specific what we are seeing? Because when you come down digital campaigns, then there has to be specific, whether a lead, a form has to be filled, whether there you want a certain video to be viewed, there's a branding activity, and even get more granular in that, like, with this goal, what would have been a motivation for your particular audience to particularly do that particular thing, like the action that you want. If your goals are not clear, and they should be deeper, then the audience will never want it. And after that, I would say the target audience. Like, so how do you, the target audience? How can you get it more granularized, right? Um, Today, I mean, mass marketing. I mean, even mass level brands, the investment in that is, reducing quite a bit. We want more specific campaigns. Performances are being tracked center because resources are limited, so you have to do get your best bang for the buck for that. So to review, like, is this actually my target audience, right? Like, is this specific? Can I get more deeper and actually get to them, or is it too little bit generalized? So work on the goals and your target audience in your campaign more as the first step in going towards it. Then review your keywords again. Any campaign you have, especially search based, would be on the list of keywords what people are inquiring about. And trust me, for campaigns, who have medium and even large size budgets, the keyword list is pretty big. Like, you have to think of all kinds of variations and whatever kind of thing. Like, you have to base it on the products, could be the locations, what specific your service breakup is there. Could be like certain pain points, like there are things that they are particularly the DG is searching for. So review your keywords. Again, there is no honestly end to the keyword research process. You have to keep reviewing. Even if something is doing well, you have to realize that okay, this is doing well. Maybe if I do, we can, get even better in that. So there is no end to that, but it is a tedious process definitely, but an important process where you can lose out on a lot of an audience, right? Or a very new audience or different kind of searches, which can get a good ROAS basically. That is return on ad spend. So that you have to review that. We have to kind of improve what we are doing with respect to the keyword research. Then you have your ad extensions. So basically, ad extensions would be the more, I mean, the search. Um, like for example, in a search ad, when you have a particular extension, like what are the site links or the call outs, or what is kind of majorly being mentioned here, right? So these kind of things have to be added to enhance your particular campaigns. Like I'm sure you all have gone for something in a search advertisement, and then you all have noticed that very specific extension is given there as per what I've searched for. So you got basically maybe the site, what service they are giving in the search, but then very specific level, you can say an extension is there of what you have asked for, specifically. So say if you are searching for digital marketing agency or something, that would come. A digital marketing agency's website, that advertisement will come, but maybe specifically you are going for social media services, right? So that would then come down in that very specific. So your likelihood increases. So if you have more information on that, I would equate the extensions to even in your display ads or this thing there, where there is some more detailing, right? More like what most probably the prospect is looking for. Those things are there, then there's more likelihood. So that is how maybe as per certain group of keywords you have to have certain different ads with different ad extensions, right? So more detailed you can go in that and work on that, then you can there can be a scope of improving. Then we have your our A/B testing, basically the experiments that you do. Like if there's a different kind of headline in our ad, or a different kind of call to action, or a different main image that is being used in the particular advertisement. If there's a difference in that, right, then what can it get better results? So such kind of variation. Normally, big budget campaigns, you'll have at least 4 to 5 different ad campaign like variations in that. So your traffic can go in a certain percentage that you maybe decide, or traffic from certain different sources, it's going to a different um kind of ad that you've kept, in your this thing. So it's kind of a testing. So you see results, what you are getting in the small sample set that you take, in terms of the experimentation. And then you kind of, if you're getting better results, or any other kind of analysis, then you can kind of take action on that. So this is very important. You generally, in big budgets, we don't make just simple, like just one or two different ads. We'll take multiple variations, so that a certain amount of traffic is going to these. So this is a very important part of optimizing your ad campaigns. Then remarketing. I think in digital marketing, the first thing, like you notice, like if someone from outside who is not working in say digital marketing, they notice that, oh, this, I see this ads now, they are following me, and also This is kind of basically remarketing, where this is getting even more, I mean, personalized. You have like the cross. It's not that, say you've seen something or searched for something in Google, then an ad is following you on, when you within the Google network. What you're seeing, it could be even coming on your Instagram or your Facebook and all, because now there has been integration of all these services, and then cookies they collect or something. And due to that, these ads are kind of showing up. The most common is like when you say abandon a cart, or say you have, say, just search for something on a major e-commerce platform, then you would be getting those same product images showing up in one of these ads in, say, when you're on Instagram or something. So these kind of things, remarketing is important, because, as I said, like, you, it is about reminding the particular audience. That is what, why does an ad is shown multiple times, right? So that even though a person has seen it, it is just reminding him that, okay, this action, because at the end of the day, that is the important part of where it's reinforced, like hammering, like you're doing kind of thing, like, this is me, I'm here, whatever, please take my services and all that. So this is a part of it. And remarketing in the digital space really was, you have to make a separate campaign in remarketing, and kind of, this is really good source, because it's a very valuable audience that from an ad then comes to your website. And this, so I think nurturing this kind of audience is a very important part of your display advertising. I'm sorry, your digital advertising. Very important. Our next point is about landing pages. So we can do whatever one the best ads we can make. So, but the main thing is the landing page. Is it good enough to convert? So this is a very important place. Like, I mean, the first thing is that I think even before making your advertisement, you should really work hard on your landing pages, right? Like, just review. That's a different kind of topic, where you have that, how do you optimize your landing pages. But there are let's say there are various techniques of how, this particular thing is done, from the UI UX of it to the CTA to the relevancy as per the keywords. Also, even like Google counts that, right? Like, it does analyze your landing page, and also various things are used in it. But you have to work, because this is so crucial. I've seen many campaigns where there's a good click through rate, right? You are getting a lot of clicks, but those are not like cost. The leads are not, like, conversions are not coming, right? So you're getting a lot of clicks, a lot of traffic, but then you have to just point out to the landing page, that is where it is lacking, and you have to improve it. Next is your conversion tracking. So basically, you need to track your different, conversions that happen on your, what do you deem as a conversion. So this thing, whichever platform you're using in your advertising, you have to set this up, like, your, what do you count as a conversion, right? And this, you're gonna have to look into it, that what could be the reason that they are not converting. What is the final thing, that is happening? Firstly, look it up as a technical thing. Is there some issue in of the back end, that your conversions, if they're happening, it's not being tracked? Like, especially in leads, that's a major thing. Like, in sales of like an e-commerce site, it's straightforward. Like, the sale is being made, by chance it's not tracked. Also, there is a way to get back on that, like, in terms of, what you sold, right? But in leads, if something, just falls off the wayside, then it's difficult to kind of really get it back, in terms of, the results. It's misleading, basically, right? So conversion tracking has to set up properly technically, and then you have to review that, if we are not getting the conversions what we are setting out for, what could be the reason? Is it like we expecting too much? Like, maybe a form is too big to be filled, maybe we are not giving that much good information in our advertising this thing. So when it comes down to the conversions, what is the reason? Like that is where you will separate yourself from the process and then think about like as purely a customer, right? That what could be the reason, that then try to note it and then try to make improvements in whatever process is lacking in that. Great. And lastly, your bids, like whatever platform you're using for advertising, your optimize your bidding strategy. So because end of the day, it is major thing about money. You have to be competitive in today's digital world. So your your CP, cost per acquisition, that is there, or the what's your target return, ROAS, return on ad spend, and on so your bid has to be optimized, that this is my target, and the target has to be a little bit changed, that is it is more marketable. You can't have a target which is unrealistic and then expect like say having a really low budget and then this thing, because in a campaign, which I've noticed also, if you're getting like single digit clicks in a day, you're not going to get much conversions and all, because that is the way the Google system works. So your bidding has to be, so it could be just your budget, like which has to be increased. And if you can't, then don't get into and burn your whatever little money you have in digital advertising. So this thing has to be kind of reviewed and get proper bids for whichever this. You can bid differently as per different keywords or time in the day and all that, and various other variations that are there even in not only the Google, but it could be in different display campaigns, and also could have video campaigns, and also can have a different kind of bidding set up for different ways to optimize it, and then that way we can really take it forward and improve on your campaigns. Awesome. So thank you so much for joining me for this particular episode. Please follow me so that you get all these episodes of the MI podcast, which will be very beneficial to you as a marketer. So thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you. Take care.